Hi, in this video, I'm going to explain how you should look at your campaigns through Amazon advertising. Not only how you should look at them, but how you should react. And this is taking aside any types of tools that are out there. So outside of these tools, outside of downloading anything, just how you should look at your campaigns and how you should react. I'm George, the founder of Clear Ads, which is an Amazon advertising agency. This has been going now since January 2011. So celebrating 14 years from this video being made. And let's get straight into it. So, three questions that you should be asking yourself. The first question is, what can I increase? What is working well within my campaigns? And what should I therefore pull the lever on to ensure that I get more out of the campaigns, these campaigns or these types of ads that are improving my product sales and reach. The second is, what can I reduce? What is underperforming? Where am I just wasting money and need to cut back on, but still generating some sales? And then lastly, where to cut? What do I need to cut? What do I need to remove because it's just bleeding money? You've given it a chance. It's got a lot. It's got a number of visits and quite a bunch of traffic through it, and it's just not working. So you need to kind of exclude. Now, when looking at these three areas, we tend to start at kind of a bird's eye view. So looking at the campaign level and then home in on target level and then go as deep as search term level. So that's kind of how we approach it. And I will show you now a live example. Okay, so I'm now in this campaign, and the first thing you want to do is you want to order it by spend. Where are you spending most of the money? And then the first place we like to look is the status of the campaign. So ultimately, with this particular campaign, is it delivering, right? Are you seeing limited by budget or out of budget? That's the first place. So if there's campaigns that are limited or out of budget, they are kind of restrained by the budget that you have in place. If they're performing well and they're limited, you want to give them more budget. There are tools out there that can automate this for you. But if you're looking outside of these tools, this is a good place to start. Now, looking into looking at this data in the evenings help, and also you've got the budgeting tab here, which will give you kind of an understanding of where your budgets have been kind of performing over a period of time. So ultimately, if you've got campaigns that are running well, that's the first place to look and first thing to do. So looking at what's limited and kind of an out of budget. And then next, what you want to do is you want to look at, okay, where are you spending most of the money and where are the sales coming in? So you're going to see there's going to be certain campaigns like this one where, you've only spent $137, but it's generated $1,000 in sales with an ACOS of 12%. Now, granted, I know this campaign is a branded term search keyword campaign, so these are likely to do well because they're at the bottom of the funnel. But if you've got any campaigns that have a good, strong ACOS, let's just take this one example. If you spent $113, generated 47 orders, and it's coming in at an ACOS of an average of 13%, then okay, with this particular campaign, is there anything that could be done to increase the budget and exposure? So budget might not be limited for this campaign, so you might want to look at the placement bids and see if you can increase the placement bids. But this is a good place to start to kind of see where there's potential to pull a lever to increase and generate more sales. Now, in the targeting tab, this is going to show you everything that you're using. It's going to be auto campaigns, keyword, broad match, phrase match, exact match keywords, category target, everything's going to live within this. So this is a very good and quick way to find out, okay, across all of your account, how are you performing, right? So even if you're using tools, it's just good practice to come in here and just look to make sure that tools haven't missed anything. So again, first thing you want to do is you want to go and you want to order in terms of like spend, and then you can put the filters in. You want to make sure you're looking only at active campaigns. And I put in this example, orders greater than or equal to 1, right? So with this particular example, I'm looking at where have the sales come in, and I have now put it in order of spend. And you can see here this particular keyword, shaving cream for men, has had 106 sales, spent 1,300 and generated 1,914 sales. That's got an ACOS of 71%. So this is where this is going to differ in terms of whether this is good or bad, depending on the type of products you sell. If you're selling a consumable item, this isn't bad, right? Because the lifetime value, someone might come back and buy this item 3, 4, 5 more times, right? And you can actually figure that out. You can understand how many times a customer on average purchases. So if this is bringing in new customers to your product, then that that could be deemed as healthy. If, however, you're selling a product where someone will buy it one time and won't purchase it again, and you've got this kind of ACOS, then this is probably something you need to look at. Now, the other area you want to look at here is you want to look at the conversion rate. So if I scroll here to the right, you can see that they've got a conversion rate of about 24%. Now, is that good? Is that bad? You cannot judge just by looking at this. So we use a tool called Data Rover, and Data Rover, when I put the keyword in there, I put shaving cream for men. You can see here that the average conversion rate for this particular keyword is actually 47%, right? So what this means is the other products in this category, when they serve their ads and their products appear, on average, 47% of the time people purchase the item. This is really high, right? And we're at 24%, right? So when Amazon are deciding, okay, who to rank better, they are going to rank these other products better. So if you're trying to use this type of keyword targeting to organically, this kind of advertising as to rank you organically, with this keyword, it's just not going to work, right? Because when we look deeper and we look at some of these products that are kind of the top search is keywords like Gillette. So in certain categories, you're going to have really strong brands like Gillette. People have used time and time again, so they're likely to purchase. So it's going to make it harder to really organically rank. And you can see here their pricing is fairly low too, which makes it even more attractive. So that's something else to bear in mind with this type of targeting. So you want to kind of look at that. Now, if your conversion rate is higher than the average, right, and you're getting a volume of sales, then you really do want to push. So that was one example I wanted to kind of show you to give you an idea of what to do. Now, if we go back and you'll see, okay, there are some other types of targeting where the ACOS is lower and there's been a good amount of spend and sales. Now, what you want to do with that kind of keyword is you want to go, okay, right, what can I do more with this? Can I potentially take it out of where it currently lives and put it in its own campaign? Because already it's shown me this particular type of targeting on its own is generating a good flow of sales, and I want to keep an eye on it on a campaign level, and I want to push it further. When you do that, you can then start to tweak the placement bidding. So, okay, what would happen if I was to increase the percentage of budget distributed to my ads appearing at the top of search? If it was to appear on the top of search more often, is it going to increase the conversion rate further, exposure further, and generate more sales? So that's what you want to look at when you're kind of looking at it on this level. Now, then you would do the reverse. Okay, where have you not got any sales? Let me just pause this first. And I'm getting ahead of myself now, but another quick thing to do, and something we always do, but this is looking at what to cut back on or cut or reduce is what to cut back on. So you don't want to do if you want to quickly just look at orders equal to 0, where there's been a substantial amount of spend. So you can see here with these types of targeting, there's not been enough clicks for you to kind of go, right, I'm going to shut these off. Like once it gets to 10 to 15, that's when you should consider, okay, actually, this is going to actually start to impact my conversion rates, and you should kind of consider cutting back. So at this point, there isn't anything, and this is what you're looking at, reducing or cutting back, but nothing to be concerned about. But keep an eye on this closely, because this targeting feature will allow you to react quickly to anything that's just not performing. When we're auditing accounts, we always find a bunch of targeting tabs where there's loads of clicks and no sales, but because it's lost within campaigns, there might be other keywords or forms of targeting that are performing well. So next will be like the search term report. So if you go to measurement and reporting and then go to sponsored ad reports, which I'm going to click on now, give me a second, you can now run detailed reports. And so search term is the best place to start, I think, because what this will do is it will tell you, okay, if you've got any automatic campaigns or broad keyword targeting campaigns, what is the actual searches? What are the actual ASINs that Amazon deemed relevant to what you're targeting has been shown to then trigger your ads appearing. So you can get these search term reports and then you can download them and figure that out, and probably do this every week, every 2 weeks. And this is going to give you a good idea of, okay, what kind of searches are appearing. And sometimes there's going to be some terms that are just going viral on TikTok, or giving you an idea of where your product is being used. So your product might be a carpet cleaning product, but actually people have been searching ways to clean their sofa cleaning products. They look at your product, buy it, and it does the job, right? So they might give you actual ideas too of how you can diversify your product range somewhat. So that's definitely something to look into and download. And you'll basically do the same when wanting to reduce stuff on a campaign level first. So you can look straight away at spend, where has there been no sales, and start to cut back. Targeting, again, the same thing as just showing you, and search terms, where has there been a substantial amount of searches, but there's been no sales, there's been no orders, and kind of cutting that off. So reducing and cutting. So they're the three things that we look at. And I hope you found this video useful. If you want us to look at your account and actually give you an audit free of charge, you can either click on the link below or scan the QR code to the to my right here. Or if you want to join our community on School of some of the largest e-com brands selling products on Amazon, as well as a number of thought leaders, you can again click on the link below or scan the QR code just above the audit QR code. I hope you found this useful, and for now, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.